Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of Doing the Most, which is the Premier League transfer show on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Ahmed, were you telling me you good?
I'm doing great, doing amazing, doing sensational.
My
You know what
headphones
I'm
in,
saying?
so I can't even hear you, fam. You know what I'm saying? What are you saying? You good?
I'm doing good, big man. You know what I'm saying? Doing well, doing good, doing sensational, as I said before. Let's get into this news. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We'll get into all the news. All right, we'll start there before I introduce to the comments and section and everything like that, and big up everybody and tell everyone what they need to be doing. What's the biggest? What do you want to talk about? Floor's yours.
The biggest news is that United still shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest news. Still in the mud. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I think in terms of like, in terms of
This
like,
guy.
he's that's easy to start. I mean, nice little one. But no, on a real note, to
Mhm.
start with, obviously the big news in terms of like Premier League news, Szoboszlai, obviously it's a big news that just come to
Mhm.
Liverpool. It's a good player. Probably going to be playing as the other eight. I was actually just having discussion on a previous live stream I was on before this,
Mhm.
and I can't lie to you, man. That midfield of like Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Fabinho, which is currently where it's at, it's not looking good. Too good, bro. I'll be real.
What? Too good for them or too good for the rival?
Too good for them because like they need a CDM because Fabinho can't be the one that's there because they
True.
need energy behind these man because
Mhm.
I do agree that Szoboszlai's got the energy, got the engine to go running up and down the field, but he's not really that type of guy that does the running up and down the field. But
Mhm.
he's good at. If it was like a lot of like again rock and roll sort of thing with Liverpool.
Yeah.
Um, I'll be real though, that defensive line for Liverpool is cooked. I'll be real, man. And like the reality of the situation is, McAllister. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player. He's very good at attacking wise. He's probably one of the best attacker wise, but defensively, he's average at best. I would say defensively, McAllister. I think you would agree with me on that one, Flawless. But if you,
I
I
don't know. I
thought,
need to watch I need to watch McAllister more, but I wouldn't say he's great defensively. So I'm not going to
yeah,
argue you down on
yeah,
what you're saying. I do expect to see him improve overall, being at
yeah,
Liverpool and being around better players. But go on, carry
yeah.
on.
But um, oh yeah, if he did, then that's fair enough. But yeah, I think he played in the pivot more because if he played in the pivot, then that Caicedo was probably more of the defender. The McAllister was more of the attacker. Essentially, I think if that's the case, KL LFC. But as I was continuing on from before, it's just Liverpool, in my opinion, that defense is the worry, bro. It's not even the goalkeeper that's the worry. The defense is just it's cash money, bro.
I think our Liverpool fans would all the Liverpool fans I've spoken to have mentioned in regards to Liverpool not only needing to improve their midfield, but also needing to improve their
Mm,
defense as well. Centre backs. Saint said it on here. Rams has said it on here.
mhm.
James Redmond said it on here. Even Ryan said it on here. Like every Liverpool fan, I think Cams has mentioned it in regards to Liverpool. Know they need a centre back because Van Dijk, you don't know the level he's at. Kanate is very good, but injury prone. Matip not good enough. Joe Gomez not good enough. So they
The
definitely
twerker.
do need a centre back. Look at this guy. Yo. This guy. This guy. But before we continue, people, let's bump up the likes. Over 50
Yeah,
of you
man.
lot in here already. Let's bump up the likes. We're only at 18 likes. Like check 1212. Get us up to 30 likes, people. Please share this across all of the socials as well. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. We are one short of 7,120. Only looking for one subscriber. Get us to that subscriber mark. Please, people, get your questions in. It can be on any transfer news. So any confirmed transfer, any rumor from a reliable source as well. And it doesn't necessarily have to be Premier League either. Make sure you subscribe to Ahmed's channel as well.
Literally,
The link
guys,
is in
I'm
the title.
three away up from 210. Three away from 210. Get
Go
me 200
subscribe.
subscribers by the end of today. The plan is 300 by the end of the week, which we did like this
Love
week
that.
last week. So we need to get there. Three,
Love that.
three from 210, guys.
Hey, people.
J3 will,
Ahmed,
J93 will probably put in the
yeah,
bottom.
Yeah, please do. Can one of the mods please put Ahmed's channel in the comment section? His link to his channel is also in the title as well. So you click the link, opens up a new tab, and then that way you can go straight to his channel. And as always, like I've stated before, all the live streams on the channel, Ahmed's link is underneath in the description as well. So make sure you go subscribe to the Bridge 258. The Bridge 258 people. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Big up KLFC. Big good to love to see my Bajans in the chat. Big up Adam. Man. Who says yes. 13 High says tomorrow is the day. I don't believe so, but we will see. He says Qatar, and then we scoop up.
What
Kane
happened? Is there some big news to happen?
I'll get to it. Personally, think Jassim is a Neymar fan. He gets picked up as well. We can hope so. So Rio Ferdinand and Joel did an episode of their podcast, little clip. It was like 20 minutes. I watched the first little bit of it, and we were talking about Qatar, and basically there's some news imminent that is supposed to break today. But we've heard this before, so we'll see. But I hope you're right.
Same
I hope
shit,
you're
different
right,
day.
13 High. Yeah, it is. Big up Chelsea Blue says, big up Flawless. Let's get the football talk going. Warrior J goes on to say Manchester United have offered 40 million for Onana. That's from DiMarzio. How reliable it is, I am unsure.
Very reliable.
Well.
He's like number one in Italy.
Oh, is it? Okay. Fairs, if there's anyone, who I should ask about that, Mo. You know what I'm saying? I wish Mo was here. That's what I need to get on.
No, but DiMarzio generally he's number one in Italy. He's number one.
Okay, I hope that's the case. I can't pronounce that team's name, but a team in Saudi are ambitiously targeting Jordan Henderson as a big name new signing for new boss Steven Gerrard. That's from Chris Wheeler DM as well. And speaking of, people who I wish would come and take my trash away, here's Ryan. You know what I'm saying? What are you saying, family? You good?
That was a bit of a shit one, to be honest.
Yeah, that wasn't the best, but it was a little bit of a reach.
Delivery.
Yeah, shit delivery for a shit guy.
That was a Jordan Henderson first time cross delivery.
Match made in heaven. Hey, that's your most successful Premier League captain. Don't do that.
Yes, stop it.
What do you mean stop it? Is he not your most? Do you really want to go down this route again?
Oh, I can't be bothered.
Is he not
about that guy?
No. It's not a question. He's talking about that guy.
He's better than Gerrard.
He's your most successful captain in the Premier League era, correct or not?
Technically.
No. Technically, he either is. It's yes or no.
Yes.
Yeah, he is, but
okay. Right,
he's not better than Gerrard, innit?
Who said he was better? I never said he was.
It doesn't matter if he's better than him or not, mate.
I didn't say he was better than him. Yes,
it's
just what you saying, family?
With his power level, he was just better.
Yeah, man. Good, man. What are you guys saying?
Yeah, man. Oh, bless you. You already know. Large up everyone in the chat as well. Yeah,
just want to say quickly.
Ryan was catching strays before we got here. Yeah, even Ryan said Liverpool need a centre back. Like even he's like, yeah, we need.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The stuff that Joe Gomez, the stuff that Joe Gomez does, yeah, he can't get into this film. You know what I'm saying? This film right here, the Narnia. It's a PG
Joe Gomez
film.
Is just. I've wanted Joe Gomez out for years.
The way that guy talks is big 18, big man. Can't get.
Bro, I've wanted Joe Gomez out for years. Like you can ask Flawless, like literally.
Yeah. And just to add him to get to this, who says Joe Bayer definitely said there's news tomorrow to bait all the United fans into getting gassed as he's an Arsenal fan. But Rio wouldn't co-sign it if that was the case.
Rio co-signed it. So,
the fact that Rio co-signed it made me go, all right, there is some more legs to this. However, I'm not like on the edge of my seat, like, oh, I can't wait to wake up tomorrow for the big news. Like, no.
We try to tell what the new news is, Flawless. We'll go to Liverpool. New news. Breaking news from Rio Ferdinand. Qatar is confident that their bid will be successful for Manchester United. And then guess what's gonna happen 1 hour later? Another team. Sources have told the Times that Qatar that no runner is ahead of the other currently, and they're still negotiating each side.
Yeah. Literally, isn't the stock exchange closed tomorrow anyway? It's 4th of July in America. I think it's closed. Anyway.
Yeah, tomorrow's the 4th of July. Yeah, today's the 4th of July, so it's closed. Yeah, but I want to say quickly something on Liverpool. Ryan, bro, obviously you're not balancing the books yet. So when's the balance of the books going to be coming?
What?
You've not been balancing the books, so you know what they say at Liverpool. We sell
out
players.
Saying you need some outgoings because of all the incomings potentially coming to your football club. You say
no, that's what they say, bro. Come on, bro.
Not really, because
you know what they say. Coutinho when they sold Coutinho, what was it? We used the Coutinho money to buy these players. You know what I'm saying? So whose money are you using now to buy these players?
Not really, because I remember seeing because of our financial situation, we can actually afford to spend like 300 million this window without outgoings and still be okay with FFP.
Come.
No, I know that nonsense, but I'm just saying that Liverpool.
How's it nonsense? That's what I read. Like,
no. I know that stuff. That I agree with you, but you know how Liverpool fans make the joke of like, oh, we're
talking about the shoestring budget.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to
But
say.
how can we not expect
It was
that
just
when
a shit.
has
It was just
kind
a
of
shit
been
joke,
like that
Ryan.
in the
That's what it
past?
was.
This is
Ryan,
our
it's a
first
shit
window
joke,
where
bro.
we might
Hey,
actually spend
Ryan,
significant
Ryan.
you
money.
should know about. Hey, Ryan, you should know about this. It was a shit joke. You're just talking to
Yes.
your variant. If
Yes.
you were of African descent, you'd be Ahmed. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? So
let's
you should
relax,
know
let's
this.
relax.
You might have
Calma,
variants
calma.
of each other. I was just watching the end of Loki again, the last 2 episodes. So I wanted to jog my memory and that. And it's variant. You might have variants of each other. That's why you
We're
both do
definitely
very well on this show. Hey, Jazz, am I lying? Hey, chat, am I lying?
Man, man. All I'm saying is, man, you should have used the clown joke.
Oh yeah. That's fair enough.
Made
Actually,
this shit
that would have been
joke.
better.
This guy gonna keep shooting though. Hey, before we continue, just under 70 of you lot in the building, only at 26 likes. Please get us up to 40 likes, people. That's all I'm asking for. Like check 1212. Let's hit that like button as soon as you land. Pay the toll when you enter the city of Sarcasm. Hit that like button. Share this across the socials as well. Follow at Sarcasm City TV, myself. That's me, Flawless, across all socials. Please share across all social media apps you are active on, and subscribe to the channel. It is road to 8K, so we're trying to get there expeditiously, people. We're trying to get there by the time the season is by the end of August. You know what I'm saying? That is the aim. By the end of August is to try and reach 8K. So let's hit that subscribe button if you are indeed new as well. And to our context, big up my guy Rance, obviously big up Haj as well. Obviously I didn't have the chat open and we was discussing obviously Mount.
What happened?
We
Yeah,
was
so what
discussing
happened with
Anthony.
the Mount stuff?
Yeah, my guy. No,
They're
so
big
what it
fans.
was. No. Don't do that. You know they ain't big fans. You don't.
I'm just asking you, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know they ain't big fans. No, they were just saying in terms of more so in what Ten Hag's trying to do, they can understand and see where he's coming from, and maybe it can work to an extent. Whereas
Fair
I'm
enough.
like, I think 110% Ten Hag has a plan for Mount, without doubt. I just hate the plan in regards to because it's him. But you know what I'm saying? We'll see. So go without me giving it away, go watch it. There is a playlist for the Red Talks on this channel as well. But big up to my guy Rance, large up Haj every single time. And yeah, it was a good debate, man. We were just debating Mount, debating Anthony, Manchester United in general, etc.
Debating Mount Anthony, damn.
No, not Mount versus Anthony, Mount and Anthony.
That's
Anthony
the
Pot
point.
came
That's the
up
point
as
I'm making. You're debating Mount and Anthony. Crazy.
Yeah, it came up, man. 100%.
Minerals Mount. You know what I mean? Mancuni Minerals Mount.
Hilarious,
Damn.
isn't it? Who's your hey? Why are you talking over there like big Romelu Lukaku ain't your number 9 this season? What are you chatting about?
What are you talking about? Romelu Lukaku's not going to be starting for Chelsea.
So who's your number 9 then?
Nicholas Jackson, man. Get
Who?
his
Someone
name
you
right,
don't know.
man.
Who?
Nicholas Jackson.
It's gonna be Nicholas Jackson's, bro.
Nicholas Jackson, bro.
Who is he?
You
Who?
keep saying
Who is he?
You heard the
Who
name,
he
bro.
is?
You heard that name.
I've heard the name. I don't know who he is. You're more famous.
Don't matter.
than
I
him.
don't need to know who he is. When
Hey,
I
bro.
bang
You
your
need to know who he
singles,
is because he's
you
a
gotta know who his
so
name
who
is.
he, I need to. You need to know who he is. Who did he play
Hey,
for?
Flawless.
Villarreal.
Okay.
Nah,
So you signed some
Flawless,
mid-table La
you know-
Liga guy, and that's gonna lead your line.
All
Yeah?
right, bro.
Good luck
All
with
right,
that.
man.
And
Hey,
Kepa's still in goal.
you know the funny part
Yeah.
about it is, yeah, I know. See, I'm in like a different future, but I know a Chelsea fan, and you know, somebody called, and he said Bowley's turned them into West London Salzburg because he's literally signing all these under 23s and
Yeah,
Yeah, I
facts.
want to
I've
talk
not-
about
I've
that.
not seen it.
How old is
No,
this
it's
Jackson guy? How old is he?
Bro, I think he's
21.
like 21.
And he's like 21 or something.
Twenty one. So you and what's his highest goal? So that let's get into this then. Since
12.
Ahmed wants to
Bro,
talk.
bro,
About how many
this-
goals has he scored? What's his
12
highest
goals
goal
in the
scorer
league.
record? 12
12.
goals. All right,
12.
okay.
And the funny thing about it is, yeah,
Good luck with that.
There's 12 goals. These 12 goals came from like 6 months this month, from the second part of the season. Like this is actually his first season where he actually played for Villarreal. So it's like they're relying on somebody who literally just came through.
One thing I will say quickly though, I do, you know, the fan that talk about Salzburg, I do agree with that one because, bro, I don't understand why I'm seeing youngsters getting signed quicker than actual first team players that need to be signed. I'm gonna be
Hey, bro,
100%
you
agree with
might-
that one.
You signed the first teamer, man. Jackson. He's a first
Yeah,
teamer.
it was eight.
But that's only one though. No, but like we need to, in my opinion, we should be focusing on fix and getting, you know, the first team players before we start going for these
Hey,
young G's.
to be fair though, Ahmed, you're buying first teamers for Strasbourg though.
Huh?
You have,
Bro, it doesn't matter if he's going to be a
That's
first
it.
teamer for Strasbourg or not, bro. But like, we need to start focusing, and we need to start focusing on who our first team, bro. Because you know the first week of like preseason is now, and we need to start cooking, bro.
Like, who's your starting striker? What's his
Yeah,
name?
it's gonna,
Jackson.
as of right now,
As of right now, it's Nicholas Jackson, Victor.
Nicholas
I don't know what you want me to say.
So Nicholas Jackson, by the way, K Sterling. That's your front three, yeah?
Huh?
yeah,
Huh?
that's
You
the
heard
I
what
do
said,
know
though.
he. I swear to God,
that is the front three. Yeah.
currently is.
This guy's a dickhead.
God.
This guy is not real. What I said was, mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What I said was your front three is going to be this Jackson guy, Madueke, and Raheem Sterling. Am I correct in saying that?
Astaghfirullah. Imagine you go Champions League like that.
Tough night,
Yeah.
tough night at the bridge, man. Tough night at the bridge.
Tough night for Chelsea at the bridge. Everyone going to enjoy themselves. You know what I'm saying? At the bridge, this guy
It's
talking.
gonna, bro. I'm
like
telling
a
you, I've
king.
said this before,
Go
man.
on.
These men need to burst, man. They need to burst. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. See, Roy J just put in the chat like here again. This guy did
That's what I'm
the
saying. Some flamenco, brother.
This one, Chelsea are in talks with Flamengo to sign Matthias Franca and are willing to pay 20 million. The funny thing about this guy is, this is a football manager goat wonder kid. Like I'm saying, like
Oh, we're becoming FM legends, bro. We're becoming FM legends right now,
bro.
brother.
I'm telling you, their strategy, their
So-
planning is go to Football Manager and check out who are the best wonder kids in each position. Just buy them.
Where
I've not seen
where
him.
does this player play? Chelsea are in talks with
He
Flamengo
plays
to
in midfield.
sign.
He plays in
Is it-
attacking midfield.
The face
Oh,
is
so
a
he's like a
cam.
10. So he's back up to
Yeah.
Nkunku, basically.
No.
He's not gonna play. Come on, man.
No,
He's
nah,
good.
but no,
He's
you
good.
man said he's a cam. Oh, you're gonna sign him and then send him back out on
Yeah,
loan, you reckon?
he's gonna go to Strasbourg, man. I told
Oh,
you,
see.
they're buying a super team for Strasbourg right now.
Yeah. To Matthews Franco are willing to pay 20 million.
It's kind of big man.
yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, see,
I said burst, not bust, burst.
He did say burst.
BURST.
He did say burst. He did
See,
say burst.
to be fair, Ahmed, your club is making signings. Like, if this happens, that's like what 6 players now. So you have signed Nicholas Jackson, Alex Matias, Diego Moreira. Who else? Who else is that one day? Some kids.
The Jamaican striker.
Yeah, Whisper, Pius.
Love that. Big
No,
up
I'm
the
saying,
Jamaican.
oh, like, see, no, you buy Franco. That's six.
But the
signings.
Pies deal was technically done in January, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know it's gonna take 2 years until Whisper and Pius are actually allowed to play for your club, but.
Moving on from
Yeah.
Chelsea, we'll go to Ryan's club because they've actually been in the news and making deals, making bids, rumors, running rampant about Liverpool Football Club. So we'll start with Shabazz Ryan. Floor's yours. Thoughts? Happy about it? Not happy about it? Chat to us. Look at this fool on mute. Oh, I'm saying.
You're on mute, man.
Mute. Big man.
Yeah, I saw it on my thing there. Like,
This guy just carried on talking. Go on. Shabazz, the floor is yours. The floor is
Yeah,
yours.
I think it's a really good signing, isn't it? Like, it took me by surprise. I think it took us all by surprise because there weren't really any links to him, to be honest. Like, I remember when we heard Leipzig were in for Carvalho, maybe in like late May, early June, a lot of Liverpool fans were trying to think, including me, I was tweeting it saying, why try and do a swap deal for Szoboszlai or something, innit? And I remember there were like Liverpool ITKs like trying to make up links like for us to him. Do you get what I mean? They were trying to like say, I'm hearing this, maybe they asked a little something about Szoboszlai and all that, but there was not really any concrete links to him or anything. It was more Kefren Turam, and it still kind of is Kefren Turam, to be honest. It's not as if they've called interest in him, but that Szoboszlai thing, I think it came last Wednesday from Ornstein and then Paul Joyce. It just literally just came out of the blue. It was a shock, to be honest, and then he started advancing. So they got the deal done really, really quick, to be honest, as well, which was impressive. And I really liked how, and I never thought, say this, they actually acted like a serious club for once in terms of they just paid the release clause straight. I know they tried to negotiate with Leipzig to like get negotiate it in terms of installment, structured payments, all that, but Leipzig weren't really having it. So they decided, right, we're just going to lay down the whole release clause because that was the deadline for it on was it the Friday? I think it was the Friday. That was the deadline for his release clause. So, and they just paid it. So I was really happy with that as well. And he definitely comes in and massively improves us, in that right central midfield spot. Like on the ball, he offers so much on the ball. I think him, Trent, and Salah on the right is going to be so dangerous going forward. So I think it's a really good move, and he's only young as well, 22, and I think there's a really high ceiling there. So it's a really good long-term signing as well, and he's been playing at the top level for I'd say a good 3 seasons now. So it's like a project signing, but it's not a project signing at the same time. Do you get what I mean? It's kind of a bit of both. He's still young, where like he's still got a lot of room to develop, but he's still already got quite a lot of good experience. He's played in Champions League, etc. So I think it's a really good signing. And what I really like as well is that it's not as if we're like relaxing. We've gone straight on to trying to get Lavia now as well. It's not as if we're relaxed. It's like, okay, fine, we got this over the line. Now we're prioritizing Lavia. We're going straight on to that and trying to get that done as well. Whether we get him or not, I think we will get him in it. But I just like how the club's, being proactive and, is just, no room for relaxation, just going straight on to the next target. So I really like that, to be honest. And it looks like we're actually kind of acting seriously for once, to be honest with you.
All right. Speaking of that, you mentioned it, Lavia. Thoughts on him? Like Victor asked in the chat and said thoughts on Lavia. Now you've been linked to, you gulped that water. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts on Lavia. You know what I'm saying? Now he's been linked to Liverpool. Talk to us.
I'd say mixed feelings, to be honest. Because I think that he's got a high ceiling and everything. There's a lot of talent there, but I've just got doubts over whether he's ready yet. Because I think he comes into, I can see Fabinho still starting most of the Prem games this season, and then Lavia kind of learning off him, maybe bringing him in slowly, like how Klopp did with Fabinho himself. To be honest, Klopp did that with Fabinho, where he barely played him in the first half of the season and slowly brought him in as a regular. And I think the kind of same thing will happen with Lavia. And the reason why I'm kind of not happy with that is that I just can't handle Fabinho as a regular starter anymore in it. I just can't do it. It's that, he was that. Don't get me wrong. I've heard Liverpool fans say they think he can do it, with a better midfield around him, more legs around him, 1 game a week, and all that stuff, and with the new system as well. Because I'll be honest, Fabinho did improve towards the end of the season when the system change happened. He did improve, to be honest. But
your team did, because you went on that crazy run towards the end.
Yeah, but I still don't trust him over the season. He was that bad in it this season, Fabinho, that bad. And I just don't trust him over a season anymore. I would have preferred it if we go and get a more ready-made kind of DM. But then again, I don't think there's really a lot on the market, to be honest. So this is probably the best option, to be honest. That was my only issue with Lavia, is that I've got doubts over whether he's ready. But I think he will definitely be a very good signing long term. So I am happy with that. It's a weird one with Liverpool because it looks like we're trying to emulate kind of City's midfield in terms of profiles. So
elaborate on that. What do you mean?
Well, I feel like McAllister, you look at, is more like a Gundo profile. Szoboszlai is more of a KDB profile. Lavia would be more of a Rodri and Fernandinho profile. Bear in mind, people, before someone clips you, I'm not saying for 1 second that our midfielders are anywhere near the level of City's. I'm not saying
you're just
that.
Talking solely profile.
I'm just talking solely profile.
First?
And I say McAllister, Gundogan. I mean, there were City fans who were saying earlier on in the window that, they wanted, if Gundogan left, they wanted McAllister to be his replacement. So at the end of the day, I do, think Klopp's trying to emulate kind of that way of playing, which I kind of like, because that's the way that's proven to be the most successful at the end of the day. So I do like that, to be fair. So yeah, it is interesting. But
you don't seem to be doing bits. You know what I'm saying? As a rival fan, I'm like, it's concern is the wrong word. I don't like. There we go. That's the best way to put it. I can say I don't like what Liverpool are currently doing. Signing McAllister, signing Szoboszlai, even though I don't know too much about him, but from what I'm hearing from profile wise, he's a good player. So that'd be wait to see him. But I don't like that. Catherine Thuram didn't like that from the jump. Lavia is a player I would take at Manchester United in a heartbeat. And you mentioned him not being ready. I just throw him in at the deep end. He's played a season in the Premier League. I would throw him in at the deep end.
I would put him in there because I just can't handle Fabinho for a season.
I don't think you got nothing to lose. And if let's say you do throw him in there and it goes wrong, or he's off form for a couple of games, Fabinho can always play 2 or 3 games, and then you throw Lavia back in the mix. I don't like what you lot are doing. I really don't.
And I think Lavia can actually learn from Fabinho as well, because let's be real, Fabinho was a few 2 to 3 years ago, he was one of the best DMs around at the end of the day. For one season in the Prem when we won it, I do think he was the best in the league at that time, innit? In terms of when we won the Prem. Because I think that was Rodri's first season and he struggled a bit in his first season at City. So Lavia can definitely learn from Fabinho. And he's not a bad person to learn from. So Yeah, that would be. I would personally throw him in at the deep end, to be honest with you, like you said, because
I would LAVIA.
Yeah.
I said I would definitely you have nothing to lose, especially at that price point. They're saying 50 M's are all right if you don't the same way
I
there's no
actually,
guarantee a
I think
McAllister or
we're
a
getting
Shabazz
both.
like hits. But go on,
I
carry
actually
on.
think
Say
we're
again.
getting for 40.
That's a steal. Because
Yeah.
even if it goes wrong, you go, you know what? All right, it was only 40. It's not like you spend 90 on him. You spend 90 million on him and it goes wrong. Then you say, that's it. So you're getting him for less than you got Nunes, for example.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. But I actually, I've still got. Thing is, I thought yesterday that Kevin Turam links are that still there. Like Liverpool are still, because I think Fabrizio said a few hours ago that they're discussing internally this week whether to go and make an offer for Kevin Turam, as well as being also in for Lavia as well. I don't know anymore if it's going to be both or one or the other. I don't think we get. The dream would be to get Thuram, Lavia, and a centre back, but I just can't picture Liverpool doing that in it. Like I just can't picture it. So I think it's more. I would prefer it to be then one of Thuram or Lavia, and then a centre back, because there's no way we can neglect a centre back. Like no way in it. Like bro, I can't handle. Canati.
I just wanna.
Canati's going to hit at some point. And Virgil needs rest. Virgil needs to be rotated. He can't play every game in a season like he was able to.
I love how you call him Virgil, like you know him. That's brilliant. Carry on. You always say that. Go on, carry on.
I just want to say quickly, Thuram cannot play CDM, big man. So
I never said he could.
Yeah, you
but
said
so
he could. Who you talking?
No, but I just heard him say. I just heard he say either Lavia or Thuram in the middle.
Well, yeah, that's what I think happens. But did I say like?
He just means midfield when he says in the middle.
I'm just saying that's the two we're in for.
Yeah.
No, but I was just saying though, you can't play Thuram in the CDM role anyway. Even if you go for him,
I know. I think he's more of an 8.
Yeah, that's what he wasn't saying.
Yeah, you just say when he said in the middle, he just said like as in they're just in the midfield. You joke.
Fair enough, because that's what I thought. My bad.
Yeah. But before we continue, over 115 of you lot in the building. Big up, over 115. Only at 48 likes. Like check 1212. Get us up to 70 likes. People hit that like button. Please share this across all of the socials as well. Make sure you follow at Sarcasm City TV across all the socials. We have hit 7,120. Looking for 5 new subscribers. There's over 115 of you lot in the building. I know there's at least 5 people who have not hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Get us up to 7,125. Continue to get your questions in. It doesn't have to be Liverpool related. It's anything transfer related. And if you do indeed super chat, I will get straight to your comments or your questions as well, people. If you super chat, a link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. But yeah, like I said, I've said from when the season started, when you looked at everyone outside of Manchester City, so the over 5 that are in the big 6, is so transfer window dependent on where I think those clubs finish. So that includes Manchester United, that's Liverpool, that's Chelsea, that's Arsenal, and that's also Spurs. And currently, like I say, and again, people, this is just on paper, because all Liverpool have done so far on paper, that's concrete, is the 2 signings. Now, if they do go get, for example, not saying it will happen, Lavia, Thuram, and a centre back, that's great business. But like I said, that's with most clubs, like with the whole Arsenal. If they happen to go sign a Declan Rice, if they do get another striker, if they do get a centre back, be looking at them different. Same with Manchester United, Spurs. Madison, I think, is a great start for them. But
Spurs look to be doing some nice little business there, Spurs.
Talk about it, because they got linked. What's the name of the guy they signed?
Van der Ven.
His name? No, not Van der Ven.
Are you talking about Vicario?
Manu Solomon.
Solomon.
I don't know anything about him. So you know what, Jez, we'll go to you because your club's been doing a lot of business. So talk to us about the signings.
Hey man, if you look at Spurs Twitter, you will think that apparently we are unambitious because we're signing a guy on a free. When we have only 4 attackers at the club, then we play 3 up front. No, but I'll talk about that later. But now it's not making business. Like we already got the Luis replacement in Vicario, and when I looked up a lot of things, and I have talked to guys who actually watch Serie A more than me, they are saying that he potentially can be a much better signing for us than Raya would be. And these are guys who, and these are the guys who watch the league in depth, even if it's like guys like Empoli and stuff. So, because I feel like people get too much into the thing of, because Raya is a good passer. Like, I'm looking at it this way: if Raya wasn't this great of a passer that he is with the ball, would people really rate him like that?
Mm.
And I don't think he's that creative. I don't think Raya is like this world class potential goalkeeper. And one thing I said as well is, I don't want a Spanish keeper. I don't really want a Spanish keeper like that. Like you saw, do you remember the Robert Sanchez hype? No, he's getting replaced by a 20-year-old. He got
Yes.
replaced by the backup keeper, like David
Valid
Raya.
point.
Like, he's a
That's a valid
good keeper, but I'm not too fussed about. So Vicario, when I looked up stuff about him, he has really a lot of promising things. And when you even look at stuff like his passing comes in that, he looks like a keeper that generally wants to also have the ball on the feet when he has to get it. But we will obviously only see how good he will be for us. But it's all about also making sure we address the pop-up back line, which is obviously which is the 4. And obviously today we got Fabrizio tweeting again that but we haven't still decided who the first centre back is, who we want to bring in. But we're still talking with both Tapsoba and Van der Ven.
So the Van der Ven deal hasn't been done. You're just it's just negotiations.
Negotiation, like I can't see
that's
because today
The Daily Mirror said it was 30 million, bro. Jazz, I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw that.
You
But
just said
I think that's about right, to be
the
honest.
Daily Mirror, fam.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was.
No, but I think that's how much he would cost if Tottenham.
But
that's
you just
the
can't
point.
cite sources of
No,
the
but
Daily
see, but
Mirror.
the thing
No
is-
disrespect
the
to
thing is-
anyone watching from the Daily Mirror, but it's the Daily Mirror.
Yeah, I
know,
know. But we were in for him, so I think that is probably the price they would
Even
do.
if the fee is right, the report was saying that we have a fee agreed, but that wasn't even the case. That wasn't the case.
Yeah, fair enough.
So for me, it's like, I mean, that's a good price to be honest, but I think the reason why they just don't want to go to Van der Ven thing straight away is because they want to see what they can do for the Tapsoba deal, because he obviously could cost a bit more than him. So I'm not really too stressed about.
So who's the players you've actually signed officially? So you've got Madison, and who are the
Madison,
rest? And
we got
name their
Vicario
positions as well. So who's that second one?
Vicario, which is the goalkeeper,
Okay, so
who's
that's
going to replace Ruiz, and then literally out of nowhere, Fabrizio just put our exclusive out to say that we're just going to sign Manu Solomon on a free.
Okay, and what position is Solomon?
He's a winger, left winger.
Left winger. Okay, first.
Yes. So there's going to be adding to our attacking depth, because at this moment in time, our attacking depth is obviously we have the 3 guys up front, Son, Kane, and Kulusevski, and then it would have been only Richarlison and Gill as the backups, but I think Gill is going to leave, in my opinion. So if that's the case, it would have been only 3 guys and then 1 attacker off the bench. Can't be so. And I think when I look at Solomon, he fits what, to be honest, he really fits, in my opinion, what we're trying to do. And I see
I'm happy with the signing still.
I'm very happy with the signings, but it seems like when you go on football, when you go on football Twitter, apparently, there's a lot of Spurs fans where I don't get the feelings of, we signed this guy on the free. I see somebody complaining about that we signed Madison on 40 million. It sounded like they would rather spend the 60 million for Madison, so it shows more ambition. What?
Yes, Madison's a great signing. I'm
brilliant signing.
And this is my thing. Is like, I think people I don't know what it is with Spurs fans, and we talked about it last time, I think, on the Spurs Man United Chelsea show, whereas there's an entitlement where Tottenham fans, I just think there's generally a section where they think we're just much bigger than we are. I think so personally. Ironically, these are the people that I talked about last time about when they talked about the number. These are the same people. So people want us to go and be ambitious and go, we must go and spend big. Like Liverpool just paid this release clause for Slobberslide. I don't want to pay the release clause for Slobberslide and I see Madison for 40 million.
Yeah,
exactly.
Madison has
people need to add that into consideration with those Liverpool deals, even though they're smart. McAllister and Shabazz were release clauses, so that kills all that bidding. That kills that debt because there's a release clause there.
Yeah, it's true.
Credit, don't get me wrong, though, people. Credit to Liverpool for what they did, identifying them 2 players and going to get them. But I'm just saying, look at the speed there. No, that cuts out a lot because you don't have to go and negotiate. Yeah, because all you have to negotiate is personal terms with said player. But yeah, carry on, Jez.
Yeah, and and then you see people complain about Spurs, typical Spurs again. We're going with the cheaper goalkeeper because we should have paid the 40 million for Raya. but people acting like the club will just. Normally, if you go for the cheaper option, usually it would be late in the window. Like, for example, Emerson was the prime example. Emerson was literally on the last day of, I think, 2 seasons ago. But the first option was Tomiyasu for the whole window, for that window. That for me is like, okay, yeah, this is Spurs. But this time, I generally believe this was a club target if in case Raya was too expensive. So for me, it's like, I think what we're doing is just smart business for the first time, in my opinion. But people look at it as, oh, we're just trying to be cheap. I disagree, because last window we paid 60 million for Richarlison. That shows ambition. And you saw, yeah, we paid 60 million for 2 goals last season. So that's my point in terms of, like, I would rather go with the cheaper option as long as they fit the philosophy of the manager, but also they are smart signings. 40 million for Madison in this window, and he's gonna give us his best years. He's 26 years old right now. He's in a 5-year contract, so we're getting the best years of Madison now. So for me, it's like, I have no problem, and I really like the business that we've done. So Solomon, he's probably gonna do his medicals tomorrow. And if the whole UEFA, because he's coming from Shakhtar, and there's like a whole UEFA issue and stuff. So I don't think there should be an issue. But if there's no issues, he should be a Tottenham player by latest Wednesday, I think. So that's our first signing done for the first team. But
You're doing good business still.
Very good business, and then we're gonna then we go and move on for we're gonna move for the centre backs, and I think we will know by the end of the week, maybe latest I will say early next week, who will be the centre back that we buy between Mickey van der Ven or Takeover. Me personally,
you not think you can get both?
See, this is the thing. I believe, and I had this debate on the timeline. I believe that we can go and get both personally. It's not like we don't have the money. It's just that with the ownership that we have, I just don't believe we don't have it in us to get both in. That's why I told somebody it's not unrealistic to wanting to have both, but it's unrealistic under the ownership that we are, which is a bit annoying, but this is okay. And this is where I do understand some anger, because you see these little links from like some random sources talking about how we agreeing deals with Longley and stuff with Barcelona, because we could potentially get him on a very, very cheap deal, like 5 mil. For me personally, we could pay £2 and I wouldn't want Longley. This is how bad I think this guy is personally, and it would be definitely poor if he would be the second, because the plan is to get 2 centre backs in. And if he's the second centre back, I think it could really cap our season, especially considering how Romeo does tend to get injured during the season. So I feel like we shouldn't look straight away at Longley and say, boom, that's the second centre back that's coming for the bench. I really feel, even if it's Mickey van der Ven, we go with the cheaper option, or if we go with the more expensive one in Tapsoba, I think we should really look at all the options there to make sure we're getting somebody in who is at a right age, come off the bench, but it's also trustworthy. Me personally, I would prefer somebody who has the ability to not only play on both sides, which is left and right centre back, but also maybe even cover one of the fullback positions in case we do have injuries there. Like, you see these days, centre backs can play at fullback now these days.
Yeah,
so
true. Now I hear what you're saying.
Do.
Elijah Time to Shine as well says, yes, big up everyone. Good to see Time to Shine. Obviously, a member of the channel. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. Continue to get your questions in. I've started the better questions in regards to the transfer news as well. And just quickly as well, Black Diamond, you mentioned Madden United. I appreciate it, but I always do. The Madden United's on Monday and Thursdays. I always do alone. And then Tuesdays and Fridays, Ivorian, do the Tuesday version with Ivorian, Tuesday edition, I should say, and then Friday, the late one with Eddie. But yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, those two are always alone. Go on, Ahmed.
Yeah, I think Tottenham are doing a good job, man. They're clearly like resetting as a team, from like obviously bringing in a new goalkeeper. Trying to move past what's it called? Post Lloris. Obviously trying to bring in some new young defenders, trying to move past Dyer. Finally, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Des is very happy about that, trying to move past Dyer and some of the other defenders they have.
Yes, Sanchez has been linked to what's it called? Sanchez has been linked to was it Villarreal? Because obviously Paul Torres is leaving, so and Sanchez has already announced to the club that he wants to leave this summer. So like, I agree. Like we're trying to move guys on. Like Taganga wants to leave because he wants to play. Sanchez just doesn't want to be at the club no more. Højbjerg is getting linked away.
So A lot of guys are getting reset. So, one question I want to ask you quickly, guys: does it look like Son's going to be staying then this
Yeah,
season?
all these rumors about him going to Saudi, no, it's not even true, because I think even there's like an article, because I saw it from like a South Korean who on Twitter, who was writing articles about like certain players of their national team, and he was talking about how because of cultural reasons, some wouldn't play for any club in that areas like Asia area, other in Korea.
All right, fair enough.
So even if it, obviously, yeah, Warrior J said it himself as well. I think Son denied it himself as well.
So anyway, that's fine. I just think hopefully it's going to be interesting to see Tottenham next season. Obviously, the much like Chelsea, they don't have Champions League football or European football as well.
Say that again, fam.
Much like Chelsea, they don't have any European football.
Yeah,
so basically,
I just like hearing that. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Oh, is that what we're doing now? Oh,
yeah,
listen, man. When they get out of my
healthy.
16, I don't care, bro. So like, listen, you couldn't beat a depleted Zafir team who are bankrupt, bro. You can hold that,
sure,
man.
Yeah,
man.
Well,
You let ex Tottenham guys beat
look
you,
at this
bro.
guy.
You can hold that.
Stressed,
Yeah,
mate. You know what I'm saying? He's
yeah, man. You
stressed.
can't come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? United, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Ahmed, you just giving him one of your worst players, bro, and you get
exactly, bro.
I don't know why he's getting mad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, man. Calm down. Take a drink, man. Too much in that latte, man. Too much sugar in that latte. Relax.
I don't drink. I actually have no sugar in my coffee. I swear to God, I hate sugar.
Right,
I hate
cool.
sugar.
Well, too much sugar in something in your diet. You need to relax.
No, man.
All I said was say it again. That's all. Are you mad at me because your shitty club finished in the bottom half? Why is that my fault?
Anyway, let's move
is that
on
what
from
we
Chelsea
doing now? Yeah. Now you don't want to talk about Chelsea, innit? Yeah, you.
No, I'm going to talk about Chelsea actually right now. So because obviously there was some like news in regards to Caicedo that came out today.
Go on, talk about it. Go on.
So
I'm listening.
The news that came out was like apparently they want more than 80 million apparently now. So I don't know, man. I'm getting tired about Chelsea Football Club, man. I'm just like, okay, you said you were going to do selling. You've done the selling part now. It's now time to buy. You know what I'm saying? It's now time to buy players. You get me? Obviously,
I don't know how you can blame Chelsea for that. Caicedo ain't worth more than 80 mil, realistically.
No, I'm not. But it's just
I rate him, but he's not more than.
We don't just need the Caicedo at the football club, bro.
I think they need different positions as well. Like,
there's other positions that need to be solved.
Well, yeah, that's a good question. That's what other positions at Chelsea would you like to? Where do you need to improve?
We need to get our spine back, barring defenders, literally. So obviously, I would like obviously one number one goalkeeper. Mm-hmm. There's been news that have come out that they're going to use Kepa, and because they believe that Onana and Manian are too expensive or something like that, which is crazy when they're trying to spend 80 million on Caicedo. That doesn't make sense to me. Hopefully, that's just like a minor ruse that we're trying to use or something like that. You know, you got to pray for that one still.
I like the use of the phrase "a minor ruse." I like that. That's clever.
Another one is obviously the midfield. So clearly we're going for Caicedo. Apparently we're also going to go for a backup midfielder as well. So we're looking for at least two midfielders in there. I keep hearing people say we're going to play Andre Santos, Casadei, Chukwuemeka. All three of those guys are going on loan. I'm just going to let everyone right now know. All three of those are going on loan, bro. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. They're not playing next season. So unless they do something crazy on July the 17th, and within that period when we're playing games against Brighton and was it West Ham or something like that, then they ain't seeing the pitch anymore. So obviously we're looking for a backup 10, but Gabri Veiga looks like it's going to PSG. PSG, you know, I mean, they're doing us God's work, and apparently Chelsea are not interested in Ryan Chekri, which I did a video on. You know,
he's a baller, man.
You know what I'm saying, man? Look, man, every time I make a video on a player, transfer news comes out. You know what I mean? They might be watching my YouTube channel, you know, but no Chelsea.
Hey, make sure you lot subscribe to Bridge 258.
So, yeah, so one defo, two maybe, but no. So the reason why I say all three is that Chukwuemeka didn't get a single minute of, like, barely got any minute of game time. The club has actively been searching for Casadei, for example, for a loan offers for Casadei. From what we've heard about Andre Santos, he's also looking to go out. Andre Santos is like, how old is he? Like 20, I believe.
Yeah, he's like about 19, 20.
19, 20. I don't really, what's it called? See, I don't know, man. Unless he does something really good in preseason, I think he needs a loan in Europe first before he comes to England, in my eyes. But again, that's Ahmed's opinion. Of course, I can be wrong. We can agree to disagree on that one. And Chukwuemeka, bro, barely got a chance like last season. Like, unless, you know, we say again, we're going to be a bench option, we're going to give you limited minutes. So even I think Surface said they have talked about Santos. Even if that is the case that Santos stays, we still need another midfielder in my eyes. We still need another midfielder in my eyes.
Because he would be, so it's, let's say hypothetically, let's say it's Enzo, Casado,
then it'll be
Gallagher, Santos, and then you're saying another one.
Yeah.
Yo, why are you saying like Gallagher don't still play for your football club? Why do you do this? Does Conor Gallagher, is he still not employed by Chelsea Football Club?
He's so shit, people forget about it.
Next thing you're going to tell me is that the Chelsea admin is on the Chelsea payroll, but we move. That's a whole different conversation.
No, but we definitely are apparently looking to get a backup 10. So we're looking for a backup 10. So Vega, as I said to you, is going to PSG, it seems. Turkey is the one we're going to be getting for that position. I don't know, man. And then there's going to be 3 wingers, right? Madueke by himself, but then again, Sterling can play on
both Sterling, Madueke,
Mudryk. But Sterling, he can play on either wing, right? So
yeah, but I did see a report saying that you were looking for a backup 10 that also can play on the wing.
Can Turkey play on the wing?
Yeah, he can play on the right wing. My thing is, I think Turkey is a baller, isn't it? But one thing I worry about him is in his play style is he is fast and he has some sort of acceleration, but I feel like it's not going to translate well to the Premier League. His pace, like, it's kind of similar to Sancho in my opinion, but I think he's just a bit more athletic in my opinion. Where I feel like this could be his downfall if he doesn't succeed at Chelsea, and obviously if he goes to Chelsea as well. But he's still a top player, though, in my opinion. So it depends on if the deal actually go through. Like, at this moment in time, it's only really rumors, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's not
Francis, just quickly, I didn't tell you what we need. We need a backup 10. I mean,
you said the spine. You said a goalkeeper. You said 2 midfielders, 1 starting, 1 backup.
Yeah,
a starting striker. I'm guessing.
Of course, yeah, that one. Of course, that's guaranteed.
So that's 4. And then what wingers? We saying backup or
no
first teamers?
No, it's all right. We can leave the wingers because if you get like a 10, which is a backup, which can play that position on the wing, I think we should be fine. Yeah.
All right, best. Oh, that's fair enough. Before we continue, over 125 of you lot in here. That's great. Love that. But we should be higher than 61 likes, people. Hit the like button, check 1212. Get us up to 80 likes. Hit that like button. If you don't want me to keep stopping the conversation to interject, to say this, just hit the like button anyway. So let's get us up to 80 likes, people, expeditiously. Hit that subscribe button as well. I asked for 5 more subscribers to get us to 7,125. There's over 125 of you lot in here. I know there's at least 5 people who have not subscribed. Get us to 7,125. Looking for 5 subscribers, people. So make sure you do so as well. Just quickly, yes, Nero, there is a fan calling show tomorrow. Let me check because Battle of the North wasn't yesterday. Technically, now it is today. So I might have to push back the fan calling show, but you'll get the show. Even if it's like not 8:30, it's 9, 9:30. You'll get the fan calling show on the Twitch, 110%, without doubt. Warrior J says, Jez, do you think, how do you pronounce this guy's name? No, Ange, you clown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know who Ange is.
This guy. This guy.
I definitely done on purpose.
I know you did it. Fucking hilarious, yo. The player, not Ange. You know what I'm saying? The player.
Doji.
No,
is that how you say it?
Yeah, it's a Doji. Yeah,
it's a Doji. I know this guy could be trying to set me up.
Come on, mate, man. Fix up.
I know what you're like. No, you could be trying to set me up. I don't believe you.
Listen, the English language is your thing, isn't it? You know, the math is my thing.
I don't. No. I just didn't trust you. That's all that was. That was the trust that I made, innit? Yeah. Hold that. But yeah, do you think he fits Angie's system? That's the question to you, Jess.
I think he can. Like, his agent is doing a lot of talking. To be fair, to him as well, talking about how he can, because I think he only really has played in a 5-back position, and obviously that was the plan, thinking that Conte is still going to be here. But I think he's 2021 now, so he's still at a young age where he can still change his way of playing, and I don't think it's not like a poor situation where I look at Pro where, like, defensively, I don't believe you can improve him. But with Adochi, I feel like the role that Ange wants him to play, which is obviously going to be the inverted role, I think he can do it because when you even watch Adochi's play style, he likes to cut in a lot. Like for a left footer to cut in like he does all the time is a bit weird. I've never seen that, to be honest, from a left back, where he cuts in even though he's left footed and plays on the left side. So I feel like he can get accustomed to it. Obviously, I think Italy are still in the under 21 tournament, which doesn't help him, to be fair, because I do think he needs to be part of the. I do think that he needs to be come to the preseason so he can kind of adjust to the system. But no, I think he can do it. To be honest, like, I think there's more concern about Pro personally for me, not because I don't think he's a good enough player for us, but more so because. That's why I went back to say, like, I remember when I was saying we shouldn't have not backed Conte in January, whatever happens, unless he signs a contract. And now we're in the dilemma where we signed Paul, but you can't defend because you're like really like wing back. So now that's why I'm gonna say I prefer Emerson to stay at the club to be a backup. It's because you are actually the only one who can defend you're the only natural fullback at the club. So realistically, next summer depending on how the season goes, we might be looking next summer mostly at fullback next season. So it's going to be interesting to see. But now I believe Adochi can do the job. And quickly, because I forgot about the Spurs section real quick. I've seen a report saying how from the German sources, which some of them also reliable, it's looking like the Bayern is also trying to come in for another offer, where it's going to be like £80 million, and I think 20 million in adults. If that's the case, me personally, I would accept it, but I don't think Levy would accept it straight away because I think he wants Kane to come back from preseason and talk to the manager and talk to Levy again before even considering selling him straight away. And I think. I said this already. If we do sell Kane this summer, I feel like it's going to be a bit later in the window because we want to give ourselves enough time to kind of go through options in case Kane does get sold this summer. And me personally, I said already, I don't want to see a situation next summer where I see Harry Kane join Chelsea on the free and holding the Chelsea shirt. Me personally, but if he goes on the free, then I'm not gonna. Even though I think it would be shit to see Harry Kane wear maybe the Chelsea top if he goes to Chelsea, but. I can't be as angry at Kane. I need to be angry at I need to be angry at Levy.
Let's talk hypothetically. If let's say he does stay at Spurs and leaves in the summer, so let's think 12 months from now, or just under 12 months from now, where do you think Kane goes as a free?
See, me personally, I don't believe he has the balls to go to Chelsea because I don't think he got it in him to be like abused and shit.
He's like, just fuck, fuck Spurs.
Thing is, he'll have a list of clubs lining up.
Somebody like Sol Pagan, like
question.
Somebody like Sol Pagan,
I think he goes Man United if that's the case.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I was about to go there. I feel like Real Madrid is still going to be on the table for him, regardless of him leaving on the free. So Real Madrid is going to be there. Do I think Bayern Munich? I still think he would consider Bayern Munich next summer. Man United is definitely on the table. This is what I'm saying. I just don't believe, like, I'm sorry, I have to say it like this way to make people really understand. I don't think Kane is like, he got it. It's kind of weird because Kane is white, but I don't think he has the nigga in him to go to Chelsea. I'm saying,
you know the craziest thing about what Jersey's saying? I fully understand.
I know what he means.
He's saying. I fully get 110% what he means when he says that. So when he says that, people like, let me just to clarify that Jersey's not using that he's not using the N-word there as a person. He's using it as it's a verb. He's using it as that. It's a verb. Like that's what he's using it, and I get it.
And people, I can say it because I'm actually black, so.
Yeah, he is. I've seen
I'm actually black, so people see.
Yes.
The people on here.
He's like he's 0.05% black. You know what I'm saying? So you can still say it.
Oh, chill. I'm
just black people.
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
Shit joke, mate. Shit joke.
You get. Like, NXT, This is what I'm saying. I don't think he has the dog in him to go to Chelsea. I don't think he can get abused like that. Like, I don't think it's like, you see somebody like
Yeah.
somebody like Soul Pagan. Like,
Yeah, so Campbell just going just yeah. There's certain players who are like who you're like they don't get like a Richarlison, for example, would make that type of move.
Yes,
Like,
Richarlison would make the move from
yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. Do I think there's still a possibility though? I think so, yes.
Yeah, I
just
think
don't
so. Yeah.
And this is my thing. I wouldn't be angry at Kane, even though, yeah, at the moment in time, I would be angry at Kane. But I would be more angry at Levy and the ownership because you knew there is a possibility this could happen. So I would look more at the club fault rather than at Kane.
That's all gone quiet actually because you lot have not. I've seen minus the Bayern Munich links and like them making a bid. I've heard no rumors or other reports of Harry Kane leaving Tottenham.
Because I don't think no club can pay what we're asking for. Obviously, clubs would want to, but they have other priorities like Real Madrid. I think they're still looking at this Mbappe deal. That's why they don't want to spend the money. And maybe.
But why would you when he's available on a free next summer? Like,
see, but it's again. I mean, Real Madrid maybe wants to get him just no because they want to compete in it. Like at this moment,
like you said, they're just fully in for Mbappe. I think. I still think they'll get Mbappe this summer.
Yeah, actually, before you continue, Jets, I know Sephora told me this. Apparently, some reports had broken tonight. So let me know in the chat what the reports are and where they're from, please, people, in regards to Real Madrid moving in for Mbappe. But carry on, Jets.
Yeah, and so it's like, and Man United, we saw like, apparently they don't really want to even pay. What was it, 60 million euros for Højlund? According to news. So there's no chance they're going to come in for Harry Kane this summer. Because and even then, I think Levy would even ask more money for United because it's a Premier League. He would go directly to another Premier League club. So, and it seems only Bayern Munich is willing to make the move and pay the money. And to be honest, I would sell him to Bayern Munich if it's me. Because I said already, even though I hate this guy, but I've seen reports saying how the club would consider going through this season, if case we can't find a striker, going with Richarlison and Son as the number 9s, and then we buy just another winger on the left or right, whatever, making sure we're just getting goals from there. Because I think there was an idea that Kane could potentially leave, but I feel like they were more comfortable that he's going to stay. I don't think they were expecting Bayern Munich to actually put the money up front or any club. So we have to see how it's going to pan out. But me personally, I wouldn't be mad if he gets sold. Like, my thing, I would say this: Kane could retire at Tottenham. He could sign a new contract and then retire at Tottenham. And I still think we're not going to replace Kane with the quality of his, like one by one quality. So eventually we have to replace him. Like I said about Son, eventually we have to replace Son as well. So it's just a bit early, but you better want it to be where he leaves it in good memories and Spurs fans' memories, where he goes to a different club outside even the country and be successful, instead be here in England and be successful for a club. Worst case now, he does maybe go to Chelsea next summer on a free, and then it's going to be successful there with Pochettino. Like, somebody like Elna, she might just stop watching the game. You saw how she took in those Poch news. She couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, she would have been devastated with seeing Poch in the Chelsea tracksuit, and also Chelsea. And what else did he say? Chelsea had been the biggest club in England for the past 15 years. You know what? I hope she's not watching because she might beat me up. But
she saw it, bro.
I hope she's not watching this. I'm gonna tell her. I'm saying, I told her let that go.
Poch, man. Great Poch. You know what I mean?
I hope she's not watching because I ain't really trying to. Because she might genuinely beat me up, but I ain't really trying. But
and no, imagine now Kane's going to join him next season there on the free and get Kane on the PR. Kane's going to be on the PR thing. Chelsea is one of the best clubs in England in the past few years. They have won the Oh, I'm telling you, I saw people wishing death on Pochettino.
Bro, I'm going to be so real, Jez. I couldn't care less what he says in an interview. All I care about is results.
I agree. I'm talking from my point of view, from my family's in it. Yeah, so imagine no Harry Kane does the same shit. That's what I'm trying to say. Even though I don't believe he's gonna go Chelsea, it's just the thought process. And me personally, it's not that. Obviously, I would be a bit vexed. I can't lie, but like I said already before, I would again look at the ownership rather than at him, because he can move anywhere he wants to. To be honest, it's his choice. So I can't. Even though you can't feel angry about him, you should be more putting the anger towards the ownership, knowing that, yo, Kane was making it very obvious he didn't want to sign a deal. Why didn't you just sell him? That's my thing. So for me, if Bayern Munich put the right offer in for them, and they give us time to actually look through all the replacements, then send them to Bayern Munich. I wouldn't be against it. To be honest, I said this already. We are in the rebuilding stage. I think this is what people don't get. People think, it's the first season of Ange Postecoglou, so people want us to go and compete already for Champions League, win all the trophies possibly. Nah, like, it's a process. It's like it's a 76ers thing, bro. Like, trust the process. Even though I don't want it to be like 76ers.
Process is over, mate. The process
just to clarify about diving into everyone, I've seen Jez. Jez is black. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
just
we've seen Jez before.
Yes.
Like,
You
Jez is, you know what I'm saying? Jez is black of the Ace of Spades black. Like, yeah. Jez is black.
He's blacker than me. He's blacker than me. That's what.
Just dark skin, brother. Like, just to clarify, yes, we've seen him. Like,
Brian, you said that they didn't make it off the group stage. And sure, I thought
I was confused because I know it's Israel versus Ukraine, and then it's England versus Spain.
Wait, what's going on? What's this?
No, because I was talking earlier about the Doshi. I was still thinking Italy was in the tournament. I thought they were going to still play, but but he told me they are not in the. I forgot because in the under 21s they don't have the whole third place thing. Then that's good because obviously he's going to have to break real quick, and then he's going to come to join us in the preseason training and before we play our preseason games. I think in 2 weeks, 1 week time or so. So now it's good. It's good.
And big up TJ
so
Warren
one thing I would just say,
in the chat as well. Go on, fam.
Big up TJ Warren.
No, I just want to say, bro, like, I don't understand. I think it was Francis. Again, let me just make sure I'm saying his name correctly before. Yeah, Francis, big man. Just don't go into Chelsea sort of, bro. There's no point. Just go there for the news and that's it. Because the ticks they give on there, bro, is just asinine at best, bro. It's just acidic. You know what I mean? Toxic behavior. I saw today we should be buying Osimhen for 125 million pounds. And I was like to them, you must be stupid, big man, because, what's it called? Yeah, he still needs one more season. And if I'm Chelsea Football Club, why am I going to spend 125 million on a striker like Osimhen when you still don't know if he's going to be ready yet? You can obviously wait another season when he's not going to sign another contract, then go for him then. When you have Champions League football,
you got bigger 100 million. You know what I'm saying? Big Rum up top as well, man. You know what I'm saying?
They keep talking about who's Romelu Lukaku. Who's Romelu Lukaku?
Your number 9.
He keep talking about a brother that's not going to be in. He's not going to be on the pitch. He's not going to be on the pitch.
Is he not currently still employed by Chelsea?
Just because he's employed by the club, yeah. What? So what? The cleaners are employed by the club. This time.
No, the cleaners employed as professional footballers, or
one second. I even got a better one for you. 1 second. When Phil Jones was employed at your club, yeah. Was he not playing? Was he playing for your club?
Yeah, he played matches. He played games.
He just played. He played games.
He played matches.
He played games.
He might not have played often, but he played. What are we talking about? He played on the Ollie. What are we talking about? And just to add into the cleaners part as well, Chelsea cleaners are not employed as professional footballers. They're employed to clean.
Exactly.
Therefore, they'll clean. Yeah, it don't work like that. Same way you won't catch Lukaku who's employed as a professional footballer making the tea. You know what I'm saying? That's the tea lady's job. You hold that, man.
You know what? Like one talk.
Just because Big Rum's at your club. Why are you so mad at that? Why is that such a problem that Big Rum is at your club?
No, wait, no flows. You know what it is here? The moment Pochettino sees Lukaku and they had that 1v1 talk for like 3 hours on the pitch, then he's gonna realize, you know what, the guy has the mentality, but he's misunderstood. I give you a chance in pre-season.
Wallahi, if that happens, wallahi, if that happens, Poch, bro, you gotta go, man. You gotta go, Poch. I can't
lie. Man saying be Poch out if that happens.
Wallahi, if that happens,
before he's even managed his first game.
If I see Romelu Lukaku play for Chelsea,
that's £100 million striker, man.
I'm out, bro. I'm out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. You know what? You see that meme where it says I'm out? That's me right there, man. I'm letting you know. But listen, man. Yeah, also going back to what I was saying, bro, Francis, man, these men want to pay 125 million for Osimhen, when they can probably get him for cheaper next season. As the goalkeeper thing, of course, I understand that one. That one's a valid point where, for Chelsea Football Club, where we should really be looking to get either top goalkeeper or guy who's going to be there, in my opinion. There's no doubt about that. Caicedo, obviously, we should be getting. Backup midfielder, we should be getting, of course, and the backup 10. But listen, it is what it is. Chelsea Football Club, bro, I can't lie to you. I'm expecting signings to be done by the end of this week. Or early next week.
Hey, Matthias, Franco, and Angelo. There we go.
And one thing that that Mr. The Bridge 258 said that I actually agree with in regards to social media and the fans on there, like just expecting signings day in, day out, especially when the club's not run well.
Fair
Because I had
point.
this conversation earlier on
Yeah.
the Man United podcast, and someone in the chat said, "Oh, Manchester United, we've been beat to all our targets." I said, "What player have we actually made an official transfer bid for and offered official terms?" There's one player, Mason Mount, who we got. So all these other players you get seals linked to day in, day out, and Tox made the point, and I keep referring to that, is on Twitter, we see Manchester United get linked to numerous players day in, day out. You know what I'm saying? The window's just open 2 weeks. Every single day, Manchester United get linked to somebody new. But if it's not from a credible source and it's not a credible outlet, take that with a pinch of salt. And that's what I do. And then someone said after that, "Oh, we've been moving slow in the window." Bear in mind, all right, take Spurs out of it. Chelsea have signed one senior player. Currently, Liverpool have signed 2 senior players. City have signed 1 player. We've signed 1 player. So who are we far behind? And then on top of all of that I've just said, we've all watched, especially as Manchester United fans, when have we ever been efficient in the window?
Exactly.
I kept asking that question. When is the last time in July Manchester United had signed 3 or 4 players in the window? You probably have to go back to the Fergie era for when that happened. We know who is in charge of our football club. We
I
know
think-
who
I
is
think
dealing
you're-
with it. Go on.
I think your fans are just forgetting as well that what's happening behind the scenes as well. Like there's something
Adds
even
into it.
bigger going on behind the
Adds into
scenes that's impacting all this
Yeah.
in terms of the
Let me just
takeover.
go
And I
to
think
you.
your fans are sort of maybe, I'm not going to say forgetting it because it's such a big thing, but they're not really taking it into account. Do you get what I
That
mean?
adds into, we already move slow and already don't do what we're supposed to do. And now added in what you're saying there, Ryan, in regards to potential ownership, that could then potentially, I'm not saying it is, but it is definitely a valid point. It could also slow it down. So we have something slowing down an already slow process, and people act surprised. Like I said, when is the last time we did great business in July? And when I say that in terms of signing 3 or 4 players, someone in the chat, please let me know that happened with Manchester United, because it probably over a decade ago. Because I legit can't remember the last time we signed 3 to 4 senior players in July. Even the window just gone. Like Casemiro was August after 3 games,
I
2
think after
games.
3 games, yeah.
Anthony was August. I think the only early one was Malacia, to my knowledge.
Yeah. And there was really like opportunity.
I remember,
And Ericsson,
and a lot of those players
wasn't
they
it
went
Maybe
for, bro.
he was in early August because he
Yeah.
was looking to go. Talks was he was going Spurs. That was the
Exactly.
conversation.
They took a while for the Ericsson thing. I remember because he's on holiday, or are we actually going to sign him? I remember the talks, and I think, like I said first, I don't know if it was in the chat that I was saying it or it was set on the show, but people believe you could potentially challenge this season upcoming. They believe it, and this is
Why?
this is why. Yeah, but because they see Arsenal compete for it. That's why. Let's say if this was Liverpool and City for the title race last season, I don't think they would feel the same feeling as
That's fair.
if they seen Arsenal compete for the title and they feel like, if Arsenal can compete for the title, why can't we?
Yeah.
But then
Maybe
again,
so.
like you said, showing history, your club is not moving well in transfer windows ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left.
Even when Fergie was there, if you go back and look at some of those windows when Fergie was there, they weren't the best. It's just that, one, we had some top class, world class players, number one. And number two, we had a quality world class manager at that
your
time as well.
windows
We have
after you
neither of those
sold
things.
Ronaldo were so stinky.
They weren't. That's what I'm saying. But he still managed to. Minus the Van Persie one. The Van Persie one I give a blight to. Quality window, just him. I'd have to go back and check other ones, but I don't remember them being too great. But again, because of the quality we had at the club and the manager we had, we were able to get results and go and still go and win Premier Leagues. Still go compete at the highest level. That's not the same. I don't get what. Look at the team. Look at the manager we currently have. And I'm a fan, don't get me wrong, of Ten Hag. Like I always say, this is no criticism or critique of him, but I don't even know what level he's at yet. We don't know if he's the guy to take us. We don't know if he can compete at the top level yet. One thing I do know from the season just gone, he's a competent manager. Is he Klopp level? I don't know yet. I need to see him this season and the season after. Is he Klopp level? Is he Pep level? We don't know. Yeah, kind of. They forget no value in the market, all that nonsense. Facts. I can't believe they spewed that out on people here. There's no nonsense. How come other people are signing good players at cheap prices?
You know what? Yeah, you had a really good window. This summer.
The last one just gone. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, probably. I won't lie to you, man. That
Absolutely.
Ronaldo, was it the Ronaldo, the Sancho, and Varane one?
Nah,
probably
I'm
one
talking
out
about
of
last
three.
summer.
No, I'm saying that one, and then compared
was
to
a
the one they
terrible
had
summer.
before. Yeah,
That was a terrible summer.
that was a good summer in my opinion. That was a
No,
good
it
summer.
was. What you would think it is, innit?
I think this one is going to turn out good as well, bro. You know, Mason Mount
Was
already.
Lukaku summer good? Was that a good summer? You know what I'm saying?
You know what, man? We only brought Lukaku, so I mean,
Didn't you get
we did.
Saul?
No,
Yeah,
Saul was the
Saul
season.
against.
Yeah,
Saul was the season before, no?
No. It was the same. It was the same season.
No,
Saul
it was
was
Saul
alone.
last season. I remember. It was Lukaku and Saul on deadline day. I remember
Oh
that.
my god! And I
Yeah,
remember
because
there
you
was-
lot signed Alpha Mello as well. Was it not the same time?
No,
Yeah,
Alpha
yeah.
was
No, we didn't
the
send the
year
season.
later.
Oh,
no, that was
Oh,
last
was it
season.
the
That
year
was
later?
last
Okay,
season.
okay. I remember you lot getting Saul
No, the
against.
reason why I remember Saul is because we were being
Yes,
linked
yeah,
with
I
Saul
remember.
through that whole window. So I remember him going to Chelsea in the final day.
Oh, I remember Liverpool fans being fuming. Oh my god, Chelsea got sold against.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I told
Right,
I
Daisy
told
was
all
so
the
shit
sold
there.
against
I always
guys.
say, man. One thing I always say, bro, is that it doesn't matter what team you play for. But midfield has been a lot of teams have midfield crises. If you know what I mean, it's time to solve that crisis. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, but this is where
That's why
again,
we've
you
seen
just make
all.
the sport.
I think all our teams have signed a midfielder or linked to
All
not
of our
linked, you
teams,
know,
you know what I
linked.
mean?
Yeah,
We haven't
signed
signed
a
them.
midfielder.
Not yet, mate. Not yet.
Nah,
Yeah,
and
but
you lot signed. First. Go
But
on.
this is what I like. This is what I kind of like with us, where like we're not looking we're not trying to look. That's why I kind of like having Ange here, because if this was content, we would have tried and signed fucking Nicolo Barella for 80 million when we know it's not gonna happen. But with Ange, we can be a bit more realistic now, finally, and actually move smart in it. So yeah.
No, I hear exactly what you're saying. Let me get to this as well, because it kind of chimes into what I was talking about with United, and a couple people have mentioned it. So AJ says, Flawless, are you getting worried about, let me pull this up. Are you getting worried about the ONANA deal taking so long, starting to think it's a smokescreen to resign De Gea? And Mohammed goes in to say, Flawless, who will be our goalkeeper next week? Our preseason begins next week. There's still no striker or goalkeeper. I get to this question first, Mohammed, in regards to its preseason. It's not, they could throw the under 20s goalkeeper out there. It's preseason. It don't mean anything. You know what it is? You know what preseason is? One, obviously, for the players to get fit 110%. Two, for the manager to try personnel where he's going to play him in the season and try new things and bed in new signings. And thirdly, for people to get gassed, fans to get gassed. I never get gassed off preseason whatsoever. I don't even watch it. I'll tell you the last
I haven't watched a
preseason
preseason game for 5 years.
Why am I watching a preseason? I don't care. We could play Liverpool tomorrow, and I'm not watching. Cause I'm just like, I think we play Arsenal this preseason. Okay, so what? Like, couldn't care less about these. What's it called? About preseason games. It's all about. I just want players to get fit, stay injury free, and just be up to speed. The one thing that interests me is where our manager plays players. So formation he might try out, personnel and set, because that gives you an idea of where his mind is. But I don't really care. I don't remember anyone having a cold preseason and then like kicking them on to have a great year, a great season. No one mentions preseason.
I think like, City's last preseason, like just the funny thing, because nobody really talked about when it comes to City. Nobody really talks about they need to sign.
They didn't barely play preseason, did they?
Yeah. Like, I couldn't
You know what
care
I'm saying?
less
Like, it's not
about.
really, for me, like I said, for me, preseason. For me, for example, this season coming up, I don't really try to watch the games. Probably maybe just one, because maybe I have the time for it. But if I don't have the time, then I don't watch. But I just want to see my players get as much fitness, and want to see, because I haven't seen, because our situation is a bit different, because obviously it's a new manager, so I want to see what formation he plays and how he's trying to install that formation. So maybe a tune for one preseason game. But last season under contract, I didn't watch one preseason training. And remember, people were hyping up our preseason. Like, I had guys coming to my DM saying, "Yo, Jesse, you've seen those preseason training videos where all the players collapsing."
One thing I will say is that preseason made Gallagher look amazing, and that's why we kept him to play on.
Hey, let's hope Lukaku does it.
Facts. That's what Lukaku does it.
I know Lukaku didn't play preseason. They can't play preseason.
No, we're saying this preseason coming. I hope he does.
He's not going to be playing. He's not going to play.
I hope so.
The club told him to stay away
right now.
No, the club has told him stay away. Is that what he said? When did this come out? I missed this. When did this happen? Oh, is this
in my dreams?
Yeah. I'm in sources. That's what that is. The club have told him to stay away. Since when? Like that wouldn't have been a Lewis title on one of his live streams. Big up Lewis every single time.
Listen, man, ITK Armour team come, man. I'm gonna make some links soon.
Yeah, do your thing, innit? You be ITK act. You know what I'm saying?
What do you want to say, Jess?
Before Rose goes to that one, what was going on in the Carefree Loose stream earlier today, or yesterday? Because I'm listening to Liverpool's midfield issues at a Chelsea show. I see people abusing their moms. Like, what's going on? Like,
bro, I don't know what happened that one. Too much sugar, man. It was Paul says sometimes too much salt.
Yo,
was
I
literally
literally
it.
now, but
Yeah,
big up
too
you,
much
Oh,
man.
yo,
salt.
bless her right
Yeah,
every
man.
single time. Yeah,
Yeah,
bless
man.
her.
Big up,
Yeah.
man, bro. What was the saying that you say, Paulus, when we get a bit too rowdy?
Too much salt. Yeah.
Too much salt. Yeah, that's it, man. I think that pretty much sums it up, bro. Too much salt. I was shocked myself, bro.
That's it. But yeah, to you, AJ, with this, am I worried about the ONANA deal taking so long? No, because I know how Manchester.
As a backup. You would have Vigilo as a backup. Is pretty good.
Who?
The final
Oh
keeper.
yeah, he is. Yeah, as long as we get a new goalkeeper, AJ, that's what I'm with. But I'm not concerned about the ONANA deal, no, because I know one, how long deals can take to do. Two, it's Manchester United we're talking about. So get the deal done, because we actually got the Mount deal done in a decent amount of time. To be honest, forget whether you rate the player or not. We got the deal done fairly sharpish for us. Like we paid 1 bid, 2 bid, 3, and then it was done. Like that's good for us. So, and it wasn't no long. Look at the De Jong saga. Look at the Sancho saga. Like they're ones that were long drawn out. So with Onana, I'm not worried, no, because it's the 4th of July. Now, if it was the 4th of August, I'd be much more concerned. But it's the 4th of July. I am really not. I'm really not fussed about anything up until like the 1st of August. That's when I'll take concern. We got the whole month of July to do what needs to be done. I'm not concerned. You know what I'm saying? And
why not, bro? Why not?
Why am I not concerned? Because I know what my club is. Why am I going to get... I've watched my football club for over the past 10 years, 15 years, do bad business. So why are we going to get to the 16th year and I'm going to be absolutely irate and outraged and pressed about my club doing bad business when we have previous form of this? You show me, the club show me who they are. So why am I going to be surprised?
Have some self-belief, bro, man. Have some self-belief in the club.
Yeah. You know what that is there? Yeah, hope is for fools, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Why not, man? Listen, hope makes a man wake up the next day, bro.
No, you really don't. I live on a... You know what? I live my life on being level-headed. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at.
Man, being level-headed for losers, man. You know what I mean? Come on, sure. Man. You're not losing your money, you know what I'm saying? Come on, get some hope in your life.
Why you're not believing in Poch maybe bring the remontada into Lukaku?
This guy.
You know what I mean? My hope turns to hatred at that point, you know what I'm saying? There's a fine balance.
I don't deal on hope. I look at the facts of the matter. And I've watched Manchester United for the past decade and a half pretty much do bad business.
Flo, this is the only time when you actually look at the stats.
Yeah. I look at the stats, exactly. I look at the stats to look at the facts and go,
listen,
people expect it to be 4th of July and Manchester United have signed Onana, Højlund, Kim Min-jae, and Caicedo. Is that what people expect?
Yes. That's what
man.
That's crazy.
Listen, the man them were dreaming, man. The man them were dreaming, bro. You know,
and that's what it is. Stop dreaming and live in reality.
They got Ten Hag in the
shout out Ten Hag, man. Eric Ten Hag, you know what I'm saying?
Ten Hag, you know what I mean? 1 Hag, 2 Hag, you know what I'm saying? Therefore, you can bring in the man, you know what I'm saying? So, listen, man, they had the hope. They had the dream.
I have no idea what you're saying. But yeah, that's what it is, dreaming and hope. These are the same people who thought Manchester United could win a league title this past season.
Keep dreaming, bro.
What did I say the entire time people was asking, are we in a title race? No. We cannot win no league title. People were talking about quads. I was like, no. Like, understand who we are, understand the team and the players
man.
we have.
Let's dream about quintuples, man.
And how many trophies did we win? One. You know what I'm saying? I don't dream in it. I'm not like that.
Guys, United fans, man, dream. Listen, as a Chelsea fan, I'm telling you guys, keep dreaming. Keep dreaming, man. Keep dreaming. You know what I'm saying? Keep dreaming.
Keep listening to Ahmed.
Keep dreaming.
Because he didn't dream when Chelsea got packed by Arsenal 4-0 in pre-season last season. I said it's over. I said it's over. I said it's done. People forget that. You know what I'm saying? They got beat 4-0 by Arsenal in pre-season, and Ahmed called in to the fan calling show. The first time we ever spoke, I was like, it's over. We cannot not do anything. It might have been the second time, actually, but yeah. Yeah, man dreams of Potter lifting the Champions League.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm a dreamer, man. I want the man to keep dreaming with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does make sense, but then that's why you get overly angry then when it doesn't happen.
Facts. Dreams. Hey, big up to Chin Lu as well. Chi Lu says, flawless. Any concerns on the Qatar deal taking longer than it should? Looking like it could hamper United getting more deals done before pre-season. It definitely could. I answered the latter half of this first. It definitely could hamper our deals. before preseason. In regards to any concerns, no, I don't think the deal's taking longer than it should because there's no. I don't know a time frame on this deal, but one thing I do know is this deal is going to take a long time. That's one thing I will say. I did not expect this deal to get done in 2-3 months. I didn't expect it to get done in 6 months. I just know these things take time. How long will it be? I don't know. I think it will get done by the end of this year. Well, that's a long time. We're only in July. So you got August, September, October, November, December. You got 5 whole months. July and it's 6 whole months. So that's what I would say in regards to that. But yeah, I don't think, before you go, I don't know who put this time frame on the Qatar deal and when it was supposed to stop. Out of note, someone give me somebody who's close to the situation and said, right, it's going to be done in July. It's going to be done in August. It's going to be done in September. It's going to be done October the 11th. Who said this? That's why I don't think it's taking
I think it's just fun.
Yeah, so nobody said this in source of note. Sorry, go on.
First things first, Chilean Liu. Big up, bro. I like the way you're dreaming. You see, this is what I'm talking about right here. You know what I'm saying, man? Any concerns on the Qatar deal? You know what I'm saying? He's not got any concerns on you see, he's dreaming of Qatar already. You know what I mean?
He said, no. Read the whole thing. He said, any concerns in the Qatar deal taking longer than it should.
No, but he's looking back again. He's dreaming of Qatar. You know what I'm saying? There's not even another brother that's in the group chat right now. You know what I'm saying? Only Qatar. You know?
Don't get mistaken. I've dreamt of Qatar, but like I understand these things take time. I always use the analogy. I've always taking a piss. TJ it's crazy. About dream like he's fucking Martin Luther King comedian. I was saying anyway. I was like, go and try and your bank account. Go try and move $1,000 from one account to another and watch your bank and watch all the hurdles you overcome with. I was buying shout out the Never a Foul gang. I was buying train tickets to go to the Never a Foul thing in Bedford and come back, and I had to stop, and it came up, and I had to go to my actual banking account to actually put my put the code in and
one-time password.
Bear in mind, people, I was not spending billions to go to Bedford. I just put that much. It wasn't even over £100 to go from Bedford and back.
Probably 25 in it.
And back, and they. So what do you think they're doing with 6 billion? Bear in mind, it's 6 billion from not just going to one person, it's multiple Glazers who are involved in this. It's not one person they're dealing with, it's a whole family. Then you got shareholders and stockholders and all that type of things as well. Yeah, every I is being dotted, every T is being crossed. You know what I'm saying? It's billions of dollars, billions of pounds, billions of dirhams, whatever currency you are in.
All right, can I just say quickly, big man? If it was in dirhams, it would be trillions, firstly. Secondly, secondly, you know, you don't need to dot every I, guys. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a little, you know what I mean, like that. You're Gucci guilty in that one.
You're Gucci finally... what? Say that again. What? You're Gucci guilty. Did you just say? This guy just be saying any old shit, you know? I'd be like, you know what I mean? Apples and pears. What? No, I don't know what you mean. I don't. I'm saying no.
Oh my god!
This guy might be apples and pears.
Hey, no, right left. No one's right left. It still felt like Ireland is still here though. Like,
I have no idea what he's talking about right now. Man said you don't need to dot all the I's. It's Gucci guilty. You know what I mean? No, I don't know what that means.
One thing I will add this quickly. No,
this guy crying tears, yo. Comedian, yo.
So, I'm so sorry. I just feel like in a very funny view right now for some reason. But generally speaking, though, like moving even £500, like even cash in hand, like to your bank, they're gonna question you for receipts. And everything. So this stuff is going to take a while until they solve that.
This is the thing that I want to quickly say on, like, for example, if it really is today where we're going to get an answer, maybe, for example, let's say United, Jason has officially won the race to buy Manchester United Football Club. He's not going to be Manchester United football. He's not going to be Manchester United owner on the same day or tomorrow. It's going to take time. There's legal papers that need to, like Flo said, money needs to be given to the people who have shareholds, the Glazers themselves within the family. Legal papers have to be signed. Then they have to make sure that they sign in papers so there can even be an ownership in the country. They have to register it to the government, and then the government has to go through the process. Like, it's like getting a passport. Maybe sometimes, like, it takes time. Like, they could be confirmed as owners today, but until they really take over, they might be taken over in January.
And
They're properly.
my biggest frustration with the ownership thing is not the length of time, it's the lack of just information we're being given. Because we've been given no deadline, we've been given zero information. It's all just speculation. There's no, all right, we're working towards this day. One of the Glazers made a statement and was like, right, we are selling to Sheikh Jassim. We're looking to get this deal concluded by October the 1st. Everybody shuts up. Everyone's like, all right, cool. And then it's just, it kills all of the speculation. But everything does, like content creators like myself and other content creators and mainstream media and in terms of the footballing world and people talking about it, all it adds, because there's nothing being said, all it adds is confusion. That's all it adds. It just adds fuel to the fire because it's all speculation, because there's very few people who know what's going on. And then you'll get questions from like Chulu asking, are you concerned about the length of time when there's never been a deadline? No one's ever set a deadline in terms of, all right, this deal is being concluded by this date. Never. It's all been speculation. So
at the end of the day, man, the United deal, it will, touch wood, bar anything happening. I'm saying this as a neutral, will probably happen. Whoever it is it seems to be looking like the Qataris at this point. It will happen. It's just that, these Glazer guys, what they're like, what they've done to your club for such a long time. They want the money, man. They're just trying to milk the cow as much as possible until, he just starts milking blanks. Literally, that's the only way I can, use a good example to use.
I hear exactly what you're saying. And to NXT, who says more speculation equals increase of worth. No, potentially.
No, it doesn't.
We know what
it doesn't, bro. It won't increase
it could.
worth.
That's why I said potentially it could.
Oh, no,
just driving interest.
No, because at some point, bro, the interest is going to stop, bro, because it's taking too long. At some point, and plus, United already has a set value. You can't increase up above that unless something crazy is happening. Like United does some crazy stuff, like win the Champions League or win the Premier League. The longer the speculation will only decrease it further. So, like when let's say a famous businessman dies and like he owns a company, right? The stocks actually decrease, they plummet. So what does that mean? The worth falls. So and then it just makes it easier for people to buy the stock. So it's not necessarily like speculation is a good thing for the club.
Yeah, so it could, but like I said, it's just a lot. And when I was watching Rio Ferdinand talk on his podcast today about it, that was the thing he was talking about, as in regards to there's no information being revealed, and that's what just gets fans back. So that's what just annoys me. It's like
you're on the payroll, yeah.
You don't have to tell us. You don't have to tell us exactly what's going on, but like every detail. But just give us like basic. Give us basic info. Yeah, we're talking to Sheikh Jassim. He's looking to take over the club. Cool. Everybody shuts up. We're looking to get this deal done by the end of July. This deal done by the end of August or whatever day it is. But it's just the way they just leave us in the dark type of thing. And I've already said this. I will take the hit this window because the most important transfer is ownership. So if it means Sheikh Jassim gets the club the last week in August, and our window's not been good because of it, cool. Because then he can deal with the hierarchy, get the structure in place in the actual club. You can look at, I'm saying, updating the stadium, upgrading the stadium, upgrading facilities, upgrading everything. Like that's what it is. Upgrades all around, from staff members to facilities. Okay. Yeah, upgrades all around. And then you can talk to Ten Hag and then go, all right, this is what we're going to do in January. And then the summer after, the next summer, so the summer of 2024, that's when it's like, all right, we serious. This is now the proper assault. This is what we're going to do. So I'm all for it. Like, that's the most important thing. If we get Sheikh Jassim and no other signings, just mount, I'll go, yeah, that's a success. That's one of the most successful windows we had in the modern day era. Huge window. 100%. Yeah, like big up Surfer in the cut as well. But it's ridiculous what they do.
Yo, Surfer, until you buy United, you know what, man? Make sure you plummet that dead club anyway, man. We don't like that club anyway.
To this guy. You know what I'm saying? Well, we don't like you. How about that? Yeah.
When we face each other, man. Do you know when we face each other next season? I'm gonna make Manchester. I'm gonna actually come to Manchester, bro. When we face
the Chelsea United game. Yeah, make sure you do. I'm trying to get tickets to the bridge. If anyone actually is watching, I can get me Big Six away tickets. I want to go to one of the Big Six.
I'll give you home tickets. You know what you can do, yeah? If I take you to like if I take you to the home section, like the tourist area, you'll actually be fine because no one will touch you there. So then
I'll give a shit. I want to be in the way end with my own people shouting abuse at you. That's what I want.
Why not the shout abuse next to me? You know what I'm saying?
No. It isn't. I want to be shouting abuse with my own people. So that being said, if anyone Away tickets. I want to be in the away section. When it was like, I can get you a home ticket. No, I don't want to be with no
Yeah, man.
Chelsea
Only
fans.
beanie
No.
2-0, yeah.
I'm saying
The
away
amount of
ticket.
abuse I'm gonna be shouting at
Wait,
you.
who's gonna
Hey,
score? Hold on, 1 second.
Who's scoring the goals? Big Rum. Yeah, fairs actually.
don't worry, man. Hey, listen, just quickly, actually, Warrior J, guys, I'm one away from T10. Just one away.
Subscribe
Come
to
on.
his channel.
One
people.
of the
The
man,
link's
then,
in the
please.
title.
But
The
listen,
link is
I'm
in the
scoring.
title.
I'm scoring. Bring me on the pitch, man.
Go,
Big Abdi, Big Abdi,
on
man.
the channel, people.
Big Abdi, yeah? Is that you? Is
Yeah.
that where you're going?
Big
man?
Ahmed Ali Abdi Sheikh Zubair.
You're big A, mate. That's what you are.
Big AAA, man. Big AAA, man.
Big A, man.
Nah, I mean, don't you worry about that, man. Little cheeky half time, like Mason Mount. I mean, finish like a drug bar. Come on, man.
Anyways, as I was saying, because I'm just on one. Yo, if anyone can get me tickets away to, you know what I'm saying, to any ground, let me know. But in particular, Big Six. So whether that's Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool, Arsenal, City. I know Arsenal, Liverpool, City will be tough. So more so Chelsea, Spurs. But if anyone can, let me know. I'm trying to get to some away games. I definitely want to get to more away games. And shout out Time to Shine, who hooked me up with the home game when we mashed up his mob 4-1 at OT. You know what I'm saying? So big up.
Wow.
That was beautiful.
Against Frank Lampard's Blues. Congratulations. You want a medal?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And you know what? AAA is a breakdown service. That suits Ahmed down to a T. You know what I'm saying?
It's
That
double A,
suits you
mate.
down
It's
to a T.
actually a breakdown service. It's double A.
You know, it's all right. It's
Hey,
triple A, I know.
get it right, mate. You know what I'm saying, man? Triple A battery, man. Come on, man.
Fuck, you know. Yeah, Warrior J, looting away, wherever away. Any away game. I'll go looting away. I'll go looting away, 100%.
Fuck it.
It's not even that far from me, you know. It'll probably, like 1 hour drive?
No, it's not a 1 hour drive. You know what I'm saying?
I live in London.
Oh, for you? I thought you said for me.
No, for me, it's 1 hour.
Yeah, we don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? What you mean? Anyway, subscribe to this channel, people.
What a hater. What a hater today.
To be fair, you gave me the alley, to be fair. You gave me
I don't know, man. I just got really energetic right now, man. I don't know. I like my late night boost. I needed this.
We don't care. Anyways, people, with premium membership, you get the extra A. So yeah, it's a breakdown service. So hold that, Ahmed. Hold that.
You said that?
Yeah.
Surfer, bro. Listen, you're meant to be a Chelsea fan. You're meant to be backing me. Why are you giving
Nah, he dislikes you more. As much as he dislikes me, he dislikes you more.
You think Surfer's dying for any of you Chelsea, man? Come on, man. Like, this could be Lewis here, and he still would say.
Listen, man, this is
can I go to the question that you put from Warrior J real quick?
Yeah. Before you do, just hold that thought. Yeah. We're gonna close out shortly, people. Over 120 of you lot still in here. Only at 89 likes though. Like check 1212. Get us to triple digits. Get us up to 100 likes. Hit the subscribe button as well, people. If you are indeed new, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. And don't forget, this show and all the other shows on the channel, apart from watch-alongs, are available on audio-only platforms, people. So SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV, and you can get the shows in audio version, people. So whether you're cooking, cleaning, driving, at work, you might be in the gym, or you might just not want the YouTube app open. You might want to listen to your podcast in more traditional podcast means. That's fine. So SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. If there's anywhere that you listen to podcasts and Sarcasm City TV is not, let me know, and I will get it on that platform as well, people. Go on, Jez, floor's yours.
It's the
but actually before it is, hit the subscribe button because we're still at 7,120 and I know everybody here is not subscribed. Pay the toll when you enter the city of Sarcasm. Come on, people, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, go on, Jez.
Now, Warrior J, it was the question that apparently the loan players come back to Spurs preseason training. Do you see any player might get a chance for full season? I'll be honest. Out of all Harry Winks's already left to Leicester. So I'll be honest. I think the only loan players that come back and get a chance are Ndombele and maybe Reguilon, because we don't really have too much of a left back there. I think everybody else, I can see all of them leaving. So Lo Celso, we had I thought already there's so many loan players that came back and realized, they are so shit, they need to leave. So I can't remember even like this whole bad they are, but yeah, let me just say it. I think only Reguilon and Ndombele will get a chance to be part of the full season, even if it's just backup. I think these are the only two where I generally think they're gonna have a part of the season. Even then, it's not guaranteed. Like, Ndombele can still get sold later in the window. Reguilon can still get sold in the window. Like, I think it's clear that everybody who was part of the loans last season, all of them can leave.
That's what I'm saying. That's fair.
Hopefully, what's his name? The defender, the one that's got like that's been made a meme. I just forgot his name.
Sanchez.
No, it's another black brother.
Huh? Tanganga.
Yeah, Tanganga, bro. Hopefully he can get a move, bro, because like that guy's been suffering, bro.
See, this is the thing about. I think my issue with him is that he's not pushing enough for a move. Like I know his agent was trying to get him a move too, because ironically, Milan wanted him last summer.
Both, yeah.
Yeah, both Milan clubs, but it didn't feel like he was ever trying to push a move. But this summer, it feels like he's actually trying to get out of here because I think he's like 23, and he's not gonna make it at Spurs. Like I know he had a good debut season, but since then never really pushed on. So I want him to move as well, so he can go and have a professional career elsewhere. Innit? It's just not meant to be here. So now, like him, Sanchez. I mean, he's definitely leaving. That's for sure. I can guarantee that. And yeah, man, I just hope there's a clear. I've told man already. Like, if our next two signings are just the two centre backs, which put us to 5 signings, I'm happy for the window. Personally, the rest I just want to be outgoings then.
No, that's fair. I'll say it in that. That's fair. Large up everyone who was tapped in. I think we got to all the questions. Any transfer news that I missed? Let me know in the chat. You two, Ahmed, Jez, anything I did indeed miss.
The only thing you've missed at your club is crap. So I think that's pretty much it.
Oh, hilarious.
So actually, to answer the question, I think Paul Joyce also put out yesterday like a report saying how City are closing on Guardiola.
Shit, man.
So I can't lie, man. Like, I can't lie. Like for me, I've been watching this guy for a very long time, and see, you have Ake there who did a really good job on left back there. The way they played, is this Guardiola? That's like 10 times the player.
That's crazy.
And Ake was great last season. I think everybody can admit that, isn't it? So
yeah, 100%. Yeah. Ake was very, very good for Manchester City. Without that.
No, you got somebody there, in my opinion, who's 10 times better than him playing that role. It's like it's peak, man. It's peak, man.
And that's never ending, bro.
Tired of these man, you know. Tired of these man.
Hey man, if you get Qatar, you're gonna.
That's the only thing we've got.
I'm saying like you got.
Can't beat them. Don't join them, at least.
Wait, City's are the Saudis, right?
No, they're Ain't they Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, I think Abu Dhabi.
Hey, you know what? No, maybe you could have an All Clasico as well by next season.
Hey, big up Andy Manchester as well. Says hope all is well, bro. Yes, flawless. Hope all is well. And panel too much love. Hey, large up, man. 100%. Fab said the bid 75 million.
Looking at Dion.
See, you're looking at the no. Fuck off. Hey, that
I can't let it. That happens. Oh my days.
Everyone's just a cup team. This is why I don't even get mad. Like when people are arguing, I'm like mad about like.
Bro, I don't argue about the league anymore, bro. Generally, I don't argue about the league, bro, because
that's why when everyone complains about transfers, I'm like, what for us to finish second and win an FA Cup or League Cup?
Let's just hope we win an FA Cup or League Cup.
That's what it is. FA Cup or League United with domestic cup team.
Just try to get top 4. That's the main race, and then look for the League Cup or the FA Cup. Generally, bro.
I'm just happy if you turn on the Sevilla. Like I just want us to be the Europa League specialists. Get the European trophy like that, and then
you lot finished in Europa League, right? Am I correct in saying that?
Huh?
No, they haven't got Europe.
No, we don't have Europe.
Wait, who got Europe?
Aston Villa, Brighton, and Liverpool.
Yeah.
So Liverpool, Brighton got Europa League, and the Villa got
Aston Villa's Conference League.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like I think it's the first time we won in Europe since I think 2010.
Yeah,
something like that. And then it's been like we've been playing European football over like a decade. It's the first time we haven't played.
So this is the first time we haven't played since 2015, I think, for us. No, I lie actually. No, yeah, because we actually played, yeah.
Yeah, 2015, season.
Well, love to everyone who's locked in. If Doing the Most is your favorite show on the channel, there is a playlist for it, like every other show. Obviously, once the Premier League is back, it will return to being the Premier League show. But because there's no Premier League football, it is now the summer transfer window show. You'll get it every Monday, 12 a.m. So midnight UK times, people, midnight UK time, or every single Monday as well. Love to everyone who continues to support. We're back today, 4:30 p.m. UK time, 4:30 p.m. UK time for the Man United podcast. So myself and Ivorian talking all things Manchester United. And then because Battle of the North is 7 p.m., you'll probably get the fan calling show 9 p.m. So the fan calling show, 9 p.m. people over on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. Make sure you head over to the Twitch. Make sure you follow that. Make sure you follow the Twitch, hit the notification bell, and then 11:30 p.m., slightly earlier, you'll get the Man United podcast meets the Analysis at Anfield podcast. So the Manchester United Liverpool show. So myself, Saint, Rams will be on as well, discussing all things Manchester United and discussing all things Liverpool. And there is a lot to discuss. Make sure you subscribe to Ahmed's channel, The Bridge 258, people. The Bridge 258.
Hopefully there's
The
some
link-
news tomorrow. Yeah, so hopefully there's some news tomorrow that I'll probably do a news video on. Otherwise, if there is no news tomorrow, I'll probably do a player profile on Dusan Vlahovic and just go over some of his moves and that stuff. But, you know, I'm praying tomorrow there's news because I literally delayed my video till 5 p.m. today to do news, and nothing was really cooking other than a Poch interview, which, you know, he's going to say the right stuff at the right time. So, you know, it's not really going to change anything, you know what I'm saying? But make sure just to like, share, subscribe, obviously on Flawless's channel first and foremost. Make sure to also follow on the Twitch. If you've got a free Prime subscription, you've got a free Twitch Prime to give away to Flawless. Helps him out a lot. You know, he gives you all the content there, NBA, football, even was it with FIFA? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Flawless is good at
FIFA.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Flawless is a good centre back for some reason, but you know, it's not got the ability to be a striker. So it is what it is.
This guy's such an idiot. This guy's such a fool. But large up. Make sure you subscribe to Ahmed's channel, subscribe to Lewis's channel, and subscribe to Alam's channel as well, people. If you are NBA, forget that. If you're a Sarcasm City TV supporter, you know Alam. So make sure you go subscribe to his channel as well. Can one of the mods please put his channel in the
I
comment
didn't
section?
even know you had a
as well.
channel. Oh, you should have let me know.
last night
He wasn't here yesterday.
That's
Yeah. He let us know yesterday. So it's I keep forgetting the name of it.
I think it was Toronto's Hoops Talk.
Is it? Yeah, I was thinking it's Raptors Hoops Talks. Let me actually.
I think it was Toronto, but I'm literally going to put it in the chat anyway. So
yeah, drop it in the chat because I need to actually remember that, and I will be adding that underneath in the description as well. So yeah, make sure you support Ahmed's channel because you see the Sarcasm City tree, people. These are now branches of that tree, the Bridge 258. Ahmed's channel, Alam's channel as well. It's all food off the Sarcasm City TV tree, people. So make sure you go subscribe, especially if you're an NBA fan, because Alam knows his stuff. Hilarious done as well. Make sure you check it out, and make sure you follow our context Sarcasm City TV on Twitter as well, because they are doing the Lord's work, dunking on Ryan every few days. So I love that. And to our context, my gal thinks I'm up. Yeah, every time my gal thinks I'm up talking to females, Flawless. Yo, just bring her in on the tell her just watch the show.
Tell her to subscribe. What the hell?
Tell her hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Even if she's not a fan of football, just tell her hit the like button, subscribe, and have that shit running on mute. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I needed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
man.
Let her know.
Listen, shout out for the advice as well. Our context always appreciated.
There you go, man. And Jazza just put it. So it is Toronto Hoop Talk. So make sure you subscribe to Alam's channel. He's doing NBA content over there, mainly obviously on the Toronto Raptors, but he also answers other questions as well. And I can see him branching out. Very knowledgeable guy when it comes to NBA. Knows his stuff. So big up to Alam. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel, Toronto Hoop Talk. But yeah, man. I know it's a lot of promo, people, because there's just a lot going on. That's what it is. So that's legit what it is. So yeah, man, we're gonna keep working. Jez, anything you want to add before we do indeed close out?
Yeah, like people, make sure you follow Ahmed's channel. Make sure he gets that 1 subscriber as well. Which number again? Sorry,
210.
You can get into 210 people. Obviously, subscribe to Alam's channel, and yeah, like keep supporting. Just always make sure that you always look at the schedule to see the latest shows. And if you have struggles with notifications, just press again on the videos where you can get the
actual video itself. Yeah, hit the notification on the individual video, people. Sorry to cut you off, just because YouTube does not do the best when it comes to notifying everybody. But go on, carry on. Fam.
And same with the Twitch, where they actually inform you all the time. So just go on the Twitch and check the schedule there, because the call-ins most of the time are over there. Maybe sometimes on YouTube, but most of the time on Twitch. So it's again also Sarcasm City on Twitch as well. So make sure you follow Flawless channel, obviously there as well. And it's been a good show, man.
We're closing out, people. Love to everyone who's locked in. This show will be back next Monday at midnight. But see you lot. Well, I was gonna say today for more Sarcasm City TV content. But this has been Doing the Most live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.